Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at the brand new Starfield information that came from the developers question and answer on Discord. There's a lot of interesting stuff here, so make sure you watch the entire video and leave your comments and ideas on what you think is happening with the game and this video and all the things they're talking about. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I am giving away a copy of Starfield as well, so like this video, leave a comment down below, and pinned in the comment section and in the video description there will be a link to my other YouTube video announcing the giveaway, which is only about 3 minutes long. So go and check that out and follow the instructions, and hopefully you can win Starfield. But let's get into it. So we're taking a look at Starfield News' Twitter. Go and follow them. They're awesome. They've got a lot of followers and a lot of stuff tweeting out about Starfield and that. So I looked at this and I was like, oh, cool. Let's talk about this in a video. I want to get more Starfield stuff out there. First and foremost, someone asked how many companions total will we be able to recruit, and they said there are over 20 named characters who can join your crew, and again over 20 total, and we're really focused on the members of Constellation. So this is really interesting because I thought there would be more companions considering how big the game is, but I also do like personally that it's a distinct amount of people, like 20, 30, whatever, because then it gives you more focus on what you want to build in your crew. You know what I mean? Like if there's 10 people who can do the same thing, then it really doesn't matter which one you recruit. So having like 20 probably solid people with different kind of like attributes and perks and things that they can do, I think that's a pretty awesome choice to make. And I'm very excited to actually see what these companions look like, how they act, the voice acting and stuff, because I think this is going to be like the core part of the game, is building your crew and traveling with your crew and stuff. So very excited for this. Next, when we assign crew members to work at outposts, do we have to pay them salaries? The reply is, well, you just pay them once. We actually experimented with paying them a regular salaries, but ultimately decided to just have the one cost up front. One-time payment that you can use the speech challenge game to negotiate over. Some traits also affect the cost. So this is pretty cool. It's like, you know, you are in charge of your crew. You can send them to do things or outposts or whatever. I don't truly know what going to an outpost means, but I would probably guess you get something back from them for them working at the outpost. I'm still relatively brand new to anything to do with Starfield because I wanted to stay quiet and not touch the game whatsoever before I played it. But now that I'm on YouTube again, you know, I'm starting to get into Starfield a little bit. So this is pretty cool. I really truly hope that this actually has an impact on you as a player, because if it's just sending them off and you get a few things here and there, it just doesn't seem that useful. You know what I mean? It's just like you recruit a character just to lose them to something that's just happening passively. Like, so I really hope there's something here. Maybe like the outpost gets attacked and they give you a call and you have to go over there and help and rescue them. That would be an interesting way to implement crew members at outposts, in my opinion. Next up, will our companions be able to level up their perks? Will their perks stack with ours? All crews start with a set of skills at specific ranks. They don't level up, but they come at different ranks depending on the companion. So, I don't know how I feel like that. I feel like if you can have a team of people that you're investing in, you should get some kind of reward for that, and seeing them grow and change and get stronger or have different abilities and perks and stuff. I guess they truly know and understand what's best for the game, but I feel like they're missing out on something here. Maybe it's just too much for the game to handle considering everything else that's in the game. But I do feel like they could have had, you know, your crewmates and teammates and companions evolve over time. If you're going to be spending a lot of time in this game, I want to see that happen. But you know, I trust them. I trust them in what they're doing. Next, our programmers, okay, no, if we get the kids stuff trait, I don't know what traits are, but will our parents be generated based on our characters' looks, or are there standard parents put in place? What benefits might there be? Our programmers on our new face tech, we're excited to make a function where you could try to match your custom face and then create the two parents. So they're based on what your character looks like. Although specific math, okay, whatever. Yes, totally. It's just like Fallout 3. So if you, whatever this trait is, you'll get parents that look like you, which is fine, I guess. How much is your parents going to be involved in the game? Does this even really matter? Like, is it anything that you should care about? But pretty cool, I guess. You know, new face tech. Things like this are now possible in games, and you know, if they're going to implement it, then cool. Not really that interested, to be honest. Me personally. Can you be a double agent in the game? For example, if you join the United Colonies, can you also join the Crimson Fleet and give the United Colonies information? And what factions have that feature if they do? All of the playable factions can be completed independently. That is exactly what you can do. So it does look like you've got a real free choice and free roam when it comes to how you adventure and your characters and stuff. You don't just get locked into one thing. Pretty damn cool in my opinion. You know, that's a lot of storytelling. There's a lot of things there that might give you like XP or money or something where you can, you know, progress in the game by being a bit sneaky and doing some things that aren't typical of games of this caliber. So, you know, I'm excited for that too. Next up, what is the history of the mechs? I didn't even know mechs were in this, but you know, let's have a go. Oh, the mechs, good one. So we showed this a bit in one of the animated shorts. The mechs are left over from the colony wars. Both sides, United Colonies and Freestar Collective, had mechs, but the Freestar Collective really mastered them. The United Colonies had mechs too, but they also relied on controlled alien beasts from their Xeno Warfare division. Wow. Both of those were outlawed with the armistice that ended the colony war. I'm not saying there's an old mech battleground in the game. Okay, yeah, sure. So, you know, I didn't even really know that. I know they've got like the little tiny helper robot mechs, but like what I feel they're talking about is like big mechs, like Titanfall type mechs. So if that exists in the game, that's cool too. I hope it's not too apparent that they are, because if you just get like an overpowered mech, then the game could be quite boring. But interesting bit of lore and story there, like, which I haven't delved into yet, which I'm going to. But pretty cool. Next up, commit a crime due to time. Okay, will there be a jail system if we committed crimes? Yes, you can elect to go to jail or pay a fine when you're arrested, or even resist arrest and try to escape. The settled systems is more like Skyrim than Fallout 4's Commonwealth in that regard. I like this. I like this choice because it's not something that's necessarily needed in the game, in my opinion. You know, it can be a bit frustrating at times, but in like the grand scope of this game and everything they're trying to achieve and what they're trying to create, and how like an actual planetary, like 1,000 planets, how it would work, there would have to be things like jails and laws and crimes and stuff. So the fact that you can choose to go to jail or pay a fine is interesting too, because then, you know, you can just kind of get on with your game if you want to, but it's going to cost you a little bit of money. I wonder what happens when you go to jail though. Do you have to literally just sit there for a certain amount of time, or is it just like game over? Like what if you get arrested for a life sentence? Do you just log on every day and your character's sitting there like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, interesting, very interesting. There are specific items that that are considered contraband, meaning they're pretty much illegal everywhere. So this is talking about contraband, including smuggling, organ harvesting, and dealing. Wow. Okay, so yes, you can hide them using special ship modules that you can purchase, so you know, don't get caught with those harvested organs. The economy is fixed, but prices of bought and sold goods can change based on the skills you choose. So it really sounds like what you choose your characters to be is really going to impact what you could do in the game. So there's going to be a lot of replayability in this. If you wanted to do a certain character arc in one character and then have another character do something completely different, like good versus evil type situation, it really feels like you have agency over how your character grows and where they go and what they do, which is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And last but not least, can we buy houses or property in the main cities? Yep. There's housing in different cities that the player can get. Some you have to purchase and some are rewards for specific quests. Now, I don't know whether this game has any kind of impactful building mechanics like No Man's Sky, which is where my brain goes to when you think about a game like this. If there is building, I don't think it'll be in the same capacity, because No Man's Sky was very about exploration, finding somewhere you can settle and building your house yourself. Whereas this game feels like the exploration is very tied to the stories. Like you might only have to go to a planet for a mission or something, you know what I mean? And that really didn't exist in No Man's Sky. It did, but it didn't. So I didn't really think that you would need a place to settle down in this game, because you're going to be so busy and getting so many new things happening that how often are you really going to be at a house doing something? So I didn't think this game needed it, but the fact that it's in there is pretty incredible. I wonder what kind of benefits you get from having a house. Can you like just fast travel there, which would be pretty cool? Because if you're in a main city and you're off 2,000 planets away, even though there's only 1,000 planets, if you're really far away, can you just fast travel back? that'd be pretty cool just for like a quality of life thing. So yeah, I wonder if they're customizable then as well, because I really don't think the game needs customization in houses, though it probably is gonna, and I'm probably gonna spend about 15 hours customizing my house. But very interesting. I'm excited for this game. I really truly am. I think it's going to be probably one of the best games that's ever existed, in my opinion. And yeah, so let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section. If you wish to enter the giveaway, there's going to be a video in the comment section pinned. Go click it, watch it. It's only about 3 minutes long, and follow the instructions. So yeah, thank you for watching. I've been easynow. You guys have been awesome.